Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Dr. Paul Ezike. Welcome to my platform. I'm here to bring up another issue, okay? Justice for somebody. This time around, it's not Imole, it's not Justina. It's a young man by the name Ojapiano. Now, this young guy is a young guy from Anambra State. Please follow this story and give your advice. Sometime earlier this year, 2023, there was a trending song then released by KC Limpopo, KC the 5-star music boss. You know him? This is his picture, where a young guy was a flute guy that blew this flute so much that the flute became the national anthem of that song. And from then, there were other remixes and other turn-up of that particular flute pattern of music. Now, and towards the end of April, there was rumor that KC did not settle the boy who blew that flute because the boy was like the flagship. Of course, KC is popular, is known and all that. Of course, that's for sure. But there is one thing that we call spice. That flute was the spice of that music. So rumors started flying around through blogs that KC have not settled the boy and that the boy is complaining. Now, KC came to BBC and said that there's nothing to settle, that all the things he promised the boy, he's going to fulfill them. The song is very fresh. After all, the people involved are not complaining. The internet, they are drinking Panadol on somebody's headache, that the people involved are not complaining. That he put in a lot into that music. He has been a boss for a while, which is true, that he doesn't have any problem with the boys. Now, even the boy himself, the Ojapiano boy, and his manager, Igwe Credo, came on Facebook Live to say that they don't have any problem with KC. That if KC have settled them, that they don't have any problem with KC, that they are in good relationship with KC. And that died the case. That was as at April, May, this 2023. Up until last week again, where the same Igwe Credo and the same Ojapiano boy started confessing and shouting on social media and on all the podcast platforms that KC is owing them. We said in April, KC is to settle you. You came and said KC has settled you. Now you are saying KC has not settled you. Are you not confused? And his man started speaking, the Igwe Credo started speaking on a podcast that KC didn't settle them, that all KC gave them was transport money and some little tips, that there's what we call music royalty, that KC is supposed to give them music royalty on that particular song, that song have done more than 13 million plays and views on Spotify. That brings me to what I want to say, which I said some time ago after the RIP of Mohbad. Dear upcoming music star, whenever you sit before a CEO or a higher authority or a collaboration on anything, let there be a written agreement. When there is no written agreement, you don't have a case. If somebody calls me, say, okay, Paul, come, Dr. Paul, I like this, just come and do this for me. There's no agreement. Dr. Paul, please come and speak in this engagement for me. There's no agreement. He can give me whatever he feels like giving me. If finally that deal that we struck gave him $1 million, it is not my business. But peradventure, before I went, I told him, sir, this is my cut. I'm going to collect on percentage or of whatever comes out, or you're going to pay me 10 million, 20 million for this. So it's either you pay me off or I'm on contract, percentage contract. Whatever it is, it becomes signed on paper and lawyers will approve on it. So that if a case comes in future, we have something to refer to. But in this case, this young guy didn't sign agreement with KC. They didn't collaborate with KC. KC just brought them in to sing. And KC has paid them off. So on my own angle, I think those guys have made a mistake. Yeah, KC, I don't think KC is owing them. KC should have featured them. KC should have given them this, given them this. See. Whenever you sit before somebody, let there be written agreement. Lack of agreement has made people to lose potentials. You carry a movie script and give to somebody, no agreement. And maybe, okay, just take 100,000. There was no agreement. Agreement is agreement, you. In the absence of agreement, nobody's owing anybody. Agreement is the only thing that can be taken to a law court to seek for justice. So they were saying that then why they came to Facebook Live to speak was because KC called them. I was telling them that look at the blogs. The blogs are stopping the music from trending and bringing in money. You people have to go and say that I've settled you people and all that and all that and all that and all that. So from me, those guys don't have a case. The reason why Imole has a case is because there was agreement. These guys don't have any case. That's why if somebody, whether you're into music or whether you're into business or whether it's a church or you are borrowing somebody money, let there be agreement. This era is very tough. Don't just give somebody money without agreement unless it's money you are willing to forget about. That's the truth. Integrity is very rare this period. That's why I said it. Integrity is a very rare gift and very rare character. Don't expect it from cheap people. So if KC called you, because the truth is, since you blew that flute for KC, you've become popular, you've been going for shows. But you said that show is your personal hustle, that KC has not brought you personally. What was in the agreement? That's the truth. So I'm not supporting them. I'm not supporting KC. First, what was the agreement? The agreement should be fixed. If there's no agreement, you can't hold anybody down to anything. And I also want to suggest, if you have an opportunity to lift somebody up, please lift somebody up. The star is so big for everybody to fly. 1,000,000 stars can be on the sky, and it will not affect any star. Let us help each other to climb up, because the person training today might not be training tomorrow. Look at how Don Jazzy helped Rema to become a star. And of course, Rema is everywhere today. So this is what I have to say on this particular issue. What do you think? Do you think Casey is wrong for not helping those guys? But I heard he paid them. He gave them travel logistics. He bought clothes for them. But do you think he should have done more? Let's say in the comment section. Do you think those guys are being greedy and being overambitious and trying to fight who has helped them to even gain some level of visibility? Because yes, this young man has been talented. He has been blowing the flute. But it was after that featuring with Casey that he became more popular. So do you think those guys are being greedy? Finally, do you think that anything you want to do with anybody, there should be pen on paper, and there should be lawyers, entertainment lawyers, business lawyers to sign? There should be, even if there's no lawyer, let there be agreement that we agreed on this, so sign, you sign, let there be a witness. Well, what do you think on this issue? Let's discuss. Why I'm bringing up this issue, because it's going to affect me. Cases from Anambra State. Igwe Credo is from Anambra State. The young guy, the flute guy is from Anambra State. I am from Anambra State. So they are all my brothers. But this is what I think about this particular discussion. And I want peace to reign. I don't want them to have issues. I want peace to reign. What do you think about this particular deal? Let's discuss on the comment section. Have a nice day.